if we use, instead of font serif, if we use here font mono, there it goes, font mono. So we can see that the font family certainly has been changed over here, and if we now select this particular text, we can see that font mono class has been used here, which is using this particular font family of Modulo Monaco Consulas Liberation Mono. So everything has been defined over here in the similar manner. Instead of font serif or instead of font mono, if we now use here sans and reload, then this will be the result. Select it, and you can see that there it goes, fonts, and this is the font family which has been used over here. This Noto color emoji, everything has been present right over here into this particular case. And the default font size that we had set previously for the font size of this particular H3 header tag is 1.4 rem. Now these are the font families that you can use right over here using the Tailwind CSS classes. In the similar fashion, there are some certain things those we can use here. Next thing will be this font size. So we can see that we have set here a text access font size 0.75 rem. So all those things are classes over here, and this respective font size being provided here 0.75 rem. So if we use this particular class over here, like this text access, this is the class that has been used, and it is expected to display a font size of 0.7 rem. There it goes. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that this will be the result. So if we press F12 and open up our code inspector panel and select this particular class, we can see that this font size is now set to 0.75 rem. In the similar fashion, we can use their different classes as been defined right over here, like this SM or this text base, or if we want to enhance our font size like this text 5XL, we can see that the font size is now set to 3 rem. So if we now set here 5XL, get back to our project and reload, we can see that the font size will be now increased, and we had seen that for this text 5XL the font size was set to 3 rem. So in that particular case, all we need to do, we need to get back to our project, press F12, open it up, select it on, and you can see that the font size is now set to 3 rem. Now here comes the matter. If we wish to put some kind of responsive preview, that means this font size will be varied in accordance to the media device width, then we need to set some kind of device specification right over here. Then in that case, all we can do, we can set this text access for this lower device width, this medium device width. We can set this text SM for LG. What was the class? Which class do we wish to use? This is the text LG, so we'll be using the same class over right over here. So text LG, we will be using here text LG, and for larger desktop preview, it will be for say text 3XL. Or what was the class name over here? Text 5XL. Okay, let's now put here text 3XL. There it goes. The font size will be 1.875 rem. So everything has been defined right over here. If we now get back to our project and reload, we can see that this will be the result for larger desktop preview, as we had set this XL class to 3XL, so it will be now reduced accordingly. And in case of lower devices, all we can do, we can practically make some changes right over here. We may put here this text access. Now let's take a deep breath and let's see what is happening right over here. We have set the default to text access. That means for lower device preview, which is in particular cases which is lower than 640 pixels. Then in those particular cases the text will be access in size, which is defined as 0.75 rem. In the next case, we have defined that for lower device width breakpoint, that means for 640 pixels minimum width, the text will be not access here. Let's put it a little bit bigger. Let's put it SM. And for this medium device width breakpoint, the text will be MD. So what are these classes? Right over here, base SM, base LG. There is no such thing as MD. So let's put here as base. We will be using this particular class of text base for a device width which has a minimum width of 768 pixels. In that particular case, the font size will be 1 rem. And then for this LG, we have defined this particular class of text LG which has a font size of 1.125 rem. So in that particular case, it has been used for a media device width which has a minimum device width of 1024 pixels. And in the next case, for Excel, we have defined it. We have used this class as text3xl, which is actually, there it goes, font size, which has a font size of 1.875 rem. So everything is been defined right over here. Let's get back to our project and reload, and we can see that this will be the result. First of all, press F12, check out what is the size right over here. We can see that for this H3 class, the font size is now set to 1.875 rem. That means this particular class is in activation. As we had set for larger desktop preview, the font size will be 1.1875 rem. In the next case, first of all, close it, press Ctrl Shift M, switch on to responsive preview, and let's get back to 320 pixels. We can see that this particular font size is now reduced to its lowest. If we now press F12 and select this particular text here, we can see that the font size is 0.75 rem and the text access class is in activation as been set default here. There it goes. In the similar manner, for 640 pixels, we can see that it is now a little bit of enhanced in font size. So all we can see here, this is the text access class which is been nullified, and instead we are now using this text SM which has a font size of 0.875 rem. In the similar manner, if we now put here 768 pixels, that means for medium device. Now if we select this particular part, we can see that MD text base is in activation. Font size is 1 rem as been defined over here. In case of larger device preview 1024, we can see that the font size is now increased to 1.125 rem. Text LG class, which has been defined right over here. So each and every those sort of things are now in activation as been specified here in Tailwind CSS official website, and as the class has been used right over here in our project. So this is the thing that we need to know. This is how we can practically make usage of font families, font sizes. There are many things to go, like this font style, this weight, letter spacing, line height, list style type. Each and everything is been defined right over here. This text align, text center, or justify, or these sort of things. We will be gradually knowing about all those things right over here. For the time being, this is the part that we need to know from this tutorial. In the next tutorials, we will be defining all about these things.